Ljudi, dobrodošli u Adios. Ovo tu je zanimljiva narativna avantura koju nikako da odigram i ima već koju godinu i nikad je nisam stigao snimiti na HCL-u, ali mislim da je sad savršeno vrijeme na ovom kanalu da zasjednem tih sat i pol ili otprilike 2 sata koliko bi igra mogla potrajati i riješimo je u komadu. A ako biste se htjeli pridružiti na tom putovanju, pa dođite, priđite bliže ekranu, udarite like, pretplatite se na kanal, idemo se baciti na Adios. Inače igra o tome da si ti farmer koji ima svinje i dođe ti mafija i kaže, ej, možda svojim svinjama možda ovo mrtvo tijelo za malo para i to ti se svidi prvi, drugi, treći put, radiš to možda par godina i sad bi htio prestati. Već imaš koju godinu i moraš nekako mafiji objasniti da bi ti prestao s time. Ali razumijete, to je mafija. To ne ide samo tako. Adios je priča o tome da ti jedan dan želiš prestati. I kreće ovako. Aha, ok. Ja imam svoj journal. Tell him I'm done. Ok. Čini se da je još jedan miran dan ovdje kod nas na farmi. I došao je lik iz mafije. Sa kombijem, naravno.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
Ok. Reći ću no. Kao you wanna talk about it? Ne, odmah ću ga prekinuti i reći no. Kao, odrešit sam, znam što želim.
No.
Suit yourself. So, you're done, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
You do understand what that means, right?
Pa nisam siguran. Does it mean anything? To ću ga pitati.
Does it have to mean anything?
It doesn't work like that. You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh. Nothing I can do to change your mind.
Ovaj lik djeluje kao da smo prijatelji, ali malo je napeto među nama, ipak je on iz mafije. Ja ću reći, ne možeš ništa napraviti, stari. Inače, odluke koje doneseš kroz igru utječu na to kako će igra završiti. I možda ga mogu nagovoriti da sve prođe u redu, da me puste na miru, nisam siguran. Ali idem ovo, you're welcome to try.
Welcome to try.
Da me on proba nagovoriti, kao.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
Ok, di ćemo? Odo smo mi u gostionu. The breakfast. Ok. Sve nekako dramatično, sviđa mi se ovaj tekst poslije ekrana.
Smells delicious as always.
Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind, I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
Ok. Sadie likes peppers. Sadie mi je valjda žena, valjda je umrla.
Sadie always liked peppers, though, so I put up with them.
A mogu
Not
jest.
to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Opa.
Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
Zašto smo se našli? Aha, meni su trebale pare. Ajmo saznat ko je Bill. Ajmo reći Bill was sick, jer ne znamo ko je Bill.
Bill was sick.
And you couldn't afford a doctor.
Isti razlog, pare. We'd have managed. Reću, mogli smo.
We'd have managed.
But you didn't think so at the time.
A to da. Da.
Suppose not.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Okay. I thought Jimmy could help.
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
Hey, kava je dobra, daj. You do.
Every time you visit.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
Nemam pojma stvarno. Čuo sam ja to. You going somewhere with this? Idem to pitat.
You, going somewhere with this?
Nah, just thinking about my food.
What's there to think about?
Nothing, I suppose. Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know?
Know what?
That they're food.
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
Oh, okay. Cijeli dan ćeš biti sa mnom, jel? Seriously?
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
Ok, ne sviđa mi se taj Will See njegov. Prijatelji smo, već 15 godina, dobri smo, dogovorili smo se. Tako on vidi stvari, imali smo dogovor. I sve nešto upućuje da on ne želi da ja odem. Ej, stari, di da odem? Šta je ovdje? Aha, moramo raditi sad naše farmerske obveze.
I've always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
I? Idemo unutra onda, sad saznaš šta je unutra. Pull the cord. Šta je povuću? A to je za svjetlo?
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
The soda.
Machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
Ovo mu je hobi,
Collecting
ja?
them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
Ok, sviđa mi se ovaj detalj definitivno. Svako od nas ima ovakve neke glupe hobije. Mislim, nema svako, neko to radi digitalno na računalu, znaš, ali ako imaš uvjete, ovakvu jednu štalicu, garažu ili nešto, onda nekako nam je u krvi možda, nama muškima, da nešto čeprkamo s tim stvarima. Sviđa mi se. Imaš ti kakve hobije, pitat ću ja njega?
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean, who doesn't have hobbies?
Well, what's yours?
Reading, I guess?
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Everyone reads. Heck, I read the paper every day. But reading isn't a part of your personality. It's just a thing people say they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
Mm-hmm. I knew someone who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it. If it's something you're not wholly in love with, then you're still trying to figure out what your hobby is.
So, you got a problem with my passion?
No, you said I guess. No one says I guess when they love something.
Is love a requirement for a hobby?
Absolutely. Love's a requirement for many things.
And so you love fixing soda machines?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights, or when things was bad, or I was anxious, well, I don't know. Well, Sadie's sister, once she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay, and I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears.
Yeah.
But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know, I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't, I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve, this right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry, guy.
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
Well, yeah, looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Yeah. Please. A little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
Nisam očekivao da će imati ovako dug segment o hobiju, ali jako mi se sviđa. Baš puno govori o tome kakav je naš lik i koliko su oni zreli kao muškarci. Znaš, svako se bavi baš odvratnim stvarima ovdje. Mislim, pričamo o mafiji, pričamo o ubojstvima i tako, ali imaju ovakve stvari. Ok, o tome ćemo na kraju videa, kad budemo malo recenzirali. Ok, imamo razne druge obveze, ovan. Znači, moramo sad provjeriti, na primjer, tamo 22 metra udaljeno to će biti, pa nisam siguran što. Čekaj, što ne mogu preći ili? Čekaj malo. Mogu da proći? Ok. Znači imamo još tamo neke stvari za provjeriti, to me cijelo vrijeme prati i moramo proći to. I tu ćemo se mi malo zbližiti, malo još dodatno upoznati i možda ga nagovorim da me pusti na miru, znaš, jer malo mi je sumnjiv. Djeluje prijateljski, znamo se, ali sumnjivo je to. Ipak je to mafija.
What do you mean?
It just seems, I don't know, quaint.
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that, stimulation.
So you play horseshoes?
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book? Develop photos you took for yourself? Go fly fishing?
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
Kako misliš give up? It's lonely too? Zašto mi je ovo ovako istaknuto, a ovo drugi nisu? Da vidim šta bude kad stisnem 3. Ne mogu, samo nestanu.
That's lonely too.
Could
Okay.
get you a nice place in the city.
Idemo igrat,
da?
da?
Crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, nobody else could really see me, understand what I was.
How do you figure? What?
After Saigon, when I got back,
Opa.
all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but when I got home, it was dark, and there was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
Jel se kuži da ne znam šta radim? Jel se kuži?
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
Pusti ti što ja ne znam što radim, a pobjeđu.
What, the burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
And yet, when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie. Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Pa šta se
Looks like it
dogodilo?
was a mansion.
It was.
Zašto je
Why did he
izgorilo?
build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what happened to the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared. Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. All right, you win.
Dobio
What
sam ga,
next?
je. Čuće, sad razmišljam, je li ova priča o Gary Gordonu, njegovoj ženi Sadie, koja je trebala biti s tim Garyjem Gordonom i on bi bio puno bogatiji, ljepši, zgodniji i sve to, ali na kraju ipak završila s ovim našim. Je li to povezano s mafijom? Znaš, je li ovaj lik imao išta s time što je Gary Gordon umro? Ma sumnjam je. Prenavučeno. Ajmo dalje. Move the manure. Ok, to ćemo staviti za kraj. Gnoj, đubre, ide na kraju. Milk the goats, feed the horse, idemo nahraniti konjića. Tamo vidim već konjića, idemo ga nahraniti. Trči, stari. Tako te uče u mafiji trčat, a? Dobar si. Dobar je, ok. Ej, stari, ajmo ga nahraniti. The horse. Ej, stari, vidi ga konj.
Don't you own a tractor?
Don't you own a tractor? What?
What?
Well,
Hey, konj.
pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens and cows. That's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
Horses are God's most beautiful creatures.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses belong on farms.
Uh-huh. You haven't got a saddle for him, so you don't ride him. He's no racehorse. Can't eat him.
Pa mislim, tehnički ljudi jedu konjetinu.
Point a farm without a horse.
A naš farmer ovdje je klasičan. Ima konja jer moraš imat konja. Nema drugog razloga.
About them being beautiful. Beautiful. Really. Beautiful, he says. Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Pa nemam šta reći, malo ću ga pomaziti.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here because he likes them. Likes the salt lick too. Want to feed him one?
Daj.
Nah, I'm good.
Daj čovječe, daj konju jednu jabuku, šta si tako čudovište mafijaško. Daj čovjek, evo tebi jedna jabuka. Čekaj. Ok, odbijaju se od njega.
Suit yourself. Alrighty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Oof. Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Ok, to smo riješili dosta brzo. Move the manure, kažemo. Za kraj ide đubre. Milk the goats. To je sve tamo. Ok. Ajmo lagano ovdje, gospodine. Samo me prati. Idemo koze pomuziti. Za sad vrlo malo interakcija i svega toga u ovoj igri, ali to sam očekivao. Narativna avantura. Takve su vam one. Neki će reći walking simulatori, ali u ovoj igri nije pošteno reći da je walking simulator. Jer vidite da osim walkinga ima i nekog donošenja odluka i takvih stvari. The goat, to sam ja. The goat.
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
Okay.
Yeah, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that, judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
Ok,
I
krenuo
believe
je.
I made myself clear.
Krenuo je taj ton.
I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up. Here they
Vidio
are.
je. Ok.
Come on.
Mislim da prave koze ne funkcioniraju baš ovako malo robotski.
Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Sjedi čovječ, ajde.
Not very comfortable.
Prošla mu noga kroz pol, nažalost.
Suppose not.
Jadan čovjek.
Yeah. Now that we're seated, all you got to do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Wow, nadaran si
Just like
čovjek.
that, yes. All you got to do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I find it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
O, šta shoot him? Zašto piše shoot him? What the... What? Jel ja ovo dobro radim? Klikćem samo po tome, izlazi kao nešto mlijeka i gore piše shoot him. Aha!
Hey!
Prepade me čovječe da je ovo neki ludi moment gdje ću ja izvadit pištolj i upucat mafijaša, a oni mene hoće da ja njega puknem sa kravljim mlijekom.
No. Gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
Rekao sam kravlje, znam da jesam. Kozim, okej.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well,
Okej.
that does it for the goats.
Koze znaju kad su gotove.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
Da, super mi je kako su oboje baš zreli, normalni, iako se bave ne baš normalnim poslovima. Dobro, naš farmer ovdje je većinski normalan posao. Ovaj lik nije baš normalan. Uglavnom idemo se baviti gnojivom, a? Evo ga, the shovel. Okej.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
Fertilizer, manure.
Manure.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
Ajde, stari, uzmi lopat.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help.
Rekao
Pick
sam
up
što mi
that
tu cijeli
shovel
dan
over
samo.
there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this
Da vidim kako ti ide, ajde.
every
dodaj.
day.
It's my routine.
Shoveling
Bravo.
shit.
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
Okej, oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back.
Ja, di sam se vratio?
What happened that day in the valley?
A, pričat ćemo o Vijetnamu.
I'm not going to talk about it.
A di guramo?
No.
Suit yourself. You got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. At a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Zašto? Ako si tako
You could be
puno
fun.
volio
Tell me
Sadie
why.
i dijete.
While we're shoveling shit.
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling. Magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured,
You figured?
you ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
Why do you think I offered you that job back in '74?
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Did you win?
We pulled out a Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Yeah. Shoveling shit.
Ok, zanimljivo. Nisam siguran što bi trebao raditi ovdje. okej, to je to zapravo. Mislio sam da sam trebao možda uzeti lopatu sa sobom ili nešto. Ali zanimljiva ova priča o tome kako je prošao kroz rat i šta je odlučio napravi da se vrati nazad.
You know what this is?
A tree?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Sure. I mean, I kind of figured.
Okay.
Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
What?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts have died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions. 4 billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
I thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here, making nuts year-round. And I feed them to the Reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
It is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So, what's the moral of the story? With the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just that... I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van. Hey. Look at me. You're thinking about dying. Thinking you could pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
Well, the time of my demise aside, someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Ok. Ovo malo više govori o tome da je on spreman i umrijeti, samo da prestane. The way, ok?
The garage, huh?
Vidio sam taj
tour
auto
would
iz
be
daleka.
complete
Da.
without the garage.
I have to ask, why a sports truck?
I think they're called coupe utility, but you mean why not a sports car?
Yeah, I mean, I always figured you'd have a midlife crisis like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something like that.
Couldn't really say why I love these so much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that,
Mm-hmm. Had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a charm to it.
But she won't run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Sure, already had my midlife crisis.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, you know, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
Okay.
All right.
Pop the hood from the driver's side door. Zapeo sam za dizalicu, samo malo.
Now,
Aha, okay.
let's see here.
Opet sam zapeo, super
Can
sam
you give me
spretan.
that drop light? My eyes aren't what they were.
Ovo tu, jel?
Sure thing.
Ovako su prije imali ove...
Thank you.
Saul's a good kid.
Samo jedna žarulja
What's that?
unutra bila.
Saul was a good kid.
I onda ti visi i gledaš
Like
na motor i...
It was nice him
Super
coming
detalj.
back.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise
Never?
in my entire life. Saul's dad was a good man. Didn't think his kid had it. As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
Great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
When I was young, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah? And now?
Today, I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose. You check the spark plugs?
Give me a second. What about your boy?
Bill? Oh, he's fine, I guess.
Ma di je Bill? Bill mu je znači sin,
Yes.
jel?
Yeah, how old is he again?
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
Huh. Roy would have been about his age.
Yeah?
Yeah. Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
What? Bill? Tow-headed little guy? Always friendly and outgoing? That Bill?
It's about Sadie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question?
Hmm?
What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Oh, Chuck's farm.
Chuck? Huh. Yeah, what's with all the planes? There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey, have you checked the air filter?
Yeah. And yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers or something?
Wow.
I think he has a B-36.
No kidding.
Imam čudnog
You
susjeda.
got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Haven't the foggiest.
Well, a B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium. Biggest America ever had. Took 2 train tankers to fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
So why does Chuck have one in his backyard, plus all the others?
Asked him about that once.
Okay. Wires loose here.
Where?
I šta to je to, a?
There.
Jedna žica?
So, what'd he say?
Oh, dead navigator came to him in a dream.
Šta?
Dead navigator from the Korean War came to him in a dream, said the planes were in danger of being lost, and it was up to Chuck to save them.
So, Chuck's crazy.
Okay.
Well, eccentric maybe, but, yeah. Do you believe in ghosts?
If I did, I'd have a different job. Why, do you?
Well, I figure we all move on in some way. Energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
So now there's a bunch of planes on a crazy coot's farm.
And he keeps them safe. Can you think of a better place for him to be?
Well,
Lijepo
want to try
rečeno.
running it?
Ja ne mogu zamisliti ti stari avioni. Bolje im je tu nego u muzeji. Sure,
Sure.
ajmo ga
Alright.
upaliti. Start the car.
Turn over, you son of a bitch.
Radi stvarno?
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet.
Svašta je.
Yeah. Remember
Jedna
Slick?
žlica, čovječe. I to je to.
Sure. He always wanted one of these.
Where is he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is, what, thanks for his service?
I never wanted to be thanked for mine, but that boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves better than that old Pinto of his.
Yeah. Well, where to next?
Pinto je navodno legendaran auto. Legendarno loš američki auto. Mislim da je Ford. I mislim da se okretao čudno. Nešto, nije bitno. The shotgun.
Shotguns, huh?
I always liked shotguns.
Liked?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Ja, pucat ćemo.
Oh,
Glinene
yeah, what's your
golubove.
favorite?
Them big slab size.
Wow!
They have a charisma.
Nisam mislio da je napunjena.
What about you?
Šta ako probam?
Nothing special, really.
A ne mogu.
357s when I can.
Nice try. Dobio sam achievement, nice try.
Yep. Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Ali ne možeš njegov
Could've been
pucat
better.
u glavu.
I'm a father that could.
Okej, super sam
How do
ovo
we do
napravio.
this? Who's going first?
Ja idem prvi. Gledaj ovo. I'll go
go
first.
Alright,
Čekaj,
then.
čekaj.
This is one of my speed.
Aha, jesi vi ovo?
Shooting guns.
Šta si sagnuo tako? Ja idem,
Maybe
čekaj.
a few beers next time.
I'm not sure guns are
Aj ti
Sure
sam.
they do, like peanut butter and dangerous
Aha, ja njemu kažem pull, on pula.
next
Okej.
time. Trust me, next time.
There isn't gonna be a next time.
Oh, there's always a next time.
Mogu i ciljeti ovako.
This is
Pull.
it. After that, we are done.
I've tried to tell you, I keep trying to tell you, there is no out. There is no done. You keep doing this, or you never do anything again. It's permanent, kaput.
Okej.
And it's kaput.
You don't mean it.
If that's the way it's gotta be.
You have a choice.
You haven't listened to a word I've said.
I've been listening. I've been listening all morning. I've been listening to you talk about being sad and lonely and refusing to listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Your reasons aren't any good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
Odustaje napokon. Mislim, dobar lik što je uopće odvojio to vrijeme za mene danas. Ali ovo je Adios, a?
So, this is it then.
It is.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need to.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
I can't take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much point anymore.
So sell the farm. Move into the city. Meet someone new.
Do you believe in hell?
What?
Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And why? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right.
Why?
Because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. One more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
How do you know? How do you know if any of this is true?
I don't know. But I got the notion, and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is tell you adios.
Just like that.
What else is there to say?
Not much, I guess.
No.
All right, then. Have it your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
Ok, ovo je bila moćna scena. Čovjek i njegova uvjerenja. I to čovjek koji je razmišljao o svom životu. I to čovjek koji je iskusio puno života. I njegova uvjerenja. Ona su malo jača od nekog ko ima 20 godina i sad malo razmišlja. Ok, ovo ćemo spustiti. I ne mogu ništa s time. Super, svijeća. Ovo je moja kuća uglavnom, on će doći večeras. Sve smo se dogovorili. Ok. Tuna bi trebala biti u frižideru. Otkad nema Sadie, ne znam se ponašati. Telefon, ogroman. A, Bill? Je mogu nazvati Billa? Wow, mogu probati. Ok, ajmo vidjeti. A, čućemo se.
Dad?
Bill, well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
It's new. Tells me who's calling.
Huh, that's some real fancy stuff you got there.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
Please don't hate me, ću baciti iz glave. I because this is the last time we'll get to speak. To mu isto ne mogu reći. Ali zanimljivo da su mi dali opciju kao misli koje mi prolaze kroz glavu, ali ne mogu ih ni izreći. Samo mogu ovo.
Just, hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
Viš, ne mogu reći ovo. Ali mogu ovo.
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
How are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
Okay. To malo mijenja stvari. Ali dobro, nikome nije smio reći, pogotovo ne svom sinu, šta zapravo radi. I da mafija svako toliko dolazi i možda ju nije htio izlagati tome. Ajmo vidjeti ovo.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be? Alzheimer's isn't some terrifying boogeyman. Wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So, what? You didn't love her anymore?
Za neko ko je zaposlen, imaš puno vremena za pričat, sine. She was scared of me, Bill. She couldn't remember who I was. And one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed and... Vidiš ovo, ni nestane na ekran. Jer toliko stvari mu želi reći da ovo je bolesno dobro izvedeno zapravo. Cijeli ovaj UI se pomaknuo lijevo da akomodira ovaj predug tekst ovdje koji je onako samo nešto što si on brti u glavi, a ne može ni reći. Jer može reći ovo.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up. You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes.
Pa što radi, čovječe?
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
Mislim, rich pig farmer zvuči kao oksimoron stari, ali okej, mislim da Bill možda... Nisam ga dobro naučio.
Hey, I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry? Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her.
No, nisam znao. Please don't say she talked. They're listening. Please don't say she talked.
They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept and she sobbed and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill, I...
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
Da, htio mu je reći puno stvari, ali može samo...
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up. If you wouldn't mind coming by in a few days to pick it up.
We'll see.
Goodbye, son.
You'll never make this right, Dad.
I'm still trying.
Okej, ovo je bilo težak razgovor. Check on the horse, catch the fish i call the neighbor. Je ovo je neighbor? Edith. Su spominjali kad su pričali Edith?
Hello?
Hey, Edie, it's...
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day. I said, Garth, you know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
Sure.
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats. Anyway, what were you saying?
Pa čuj,
Yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today.
Thank you, Edie.
In fact, hey, you should drop on by next Saturday afternoon. We're going out to the Harvest Festival with the grandkids, and I know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. It's been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. You know, chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies, and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are. Gotta go now.
See ya.
Adios. Ok. Rješamo svoje stvari uglavnom. Idemo dalje. Catch the fish, check on the horse. Idemo van onda. Malo vječega još imam po kući. Samo da bacimo kada vidimo kako je čovjek živio. We're all in a mood for a melody. Ok. Ispod je nešto. Kako da mi ispod? Ok. Ovdje, approaching scene. Go fishing, aha. Mislio sam da ćemo možda uzeti pušku i branit se. Ali svi znamo da to nema smisla. Nema smisla ubiti mog prijatelja, hitmana, mafijaškog. Nema ga smisla ubiti. Samo će mene ubiti neko kasnije. Zašto da još neko strada? A bili smo si dobri cijeli život.
Come on.
Sam uspio šta?
Oh, don't do that.
Ok. Catch Admiral. Mislio sam čuo nešto kao. I ako sam skužio, moram stisnuti u pravo vrijeme, jel? Je to to, ili? Čekaj. Je to to? Je to to? Evo ga, evo ga. Aha, okej. Mislim da sam ga skužio sad. Znači, kad bacim, ima ovaj line tension, treba držat. Ček. Okej, tu se mi sad kao borimo. To je sad neka borbica. Lagano, ajde. Vidi ga. Put Admiral in the cooler. Nikad nisam napravio ništa cooler. Catch your nemesis. Check on the horse. Ok, znači imamo malu mini igru pecanja. Sad još samo provjeriti konja. I spremni smo za dolazak mafijaša. Ne znam, hoće li i njemu, tom mafijašu, ovo vrijeme, ovo popodne, ovo vrijeme između prošlog razgovora i sad kad treba doći, utjecat na razmišljanje. Možda ima neku ideju, možda se sjeti svih 15 godina prijateljstva i svega toga. Možda skuži šta mu želim reći, kakva sam osoba i sve to zajedno. Možda je i blefirao cijelo vrijeme, nikad ne znaš. Jer vjerojatno njemu brdo problema stvara to da ja nakon 15 godina prestanem raditi nešto što je bilo vitalno možda za njihovo poslovanje, znaš. Ej, konj! The horse part 2, ok.
Alrighty, come on now.
A stari je to konj već. Vidi ga. Ok, feed the apple to the horse. Dođi konjo, ajde konjo. Nemam neki feeling da će mi neko dati leđa sad, ali nemam pojma. Konju, dobar dan. Ajde, uzmi jabukicu, ajde.
Granny Smith, just like you like.
Ma ko da konja briga, koja je to jabuka, daj molim se.
Good boy. You've been real good to me. You know that? Mm-hmm. Brought me a lot of good luck. Good times. Without you, I don't, well, I do not know. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all you done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll just, I'll leave you to it.
Jesu ovo vrata ili? Ok, neću ja to morat odraditi. Znači, otvorit ćemo vrata. The dog?
Hey, Brody. How you been?
Tu smo ga pokopali, da. Sit down.
I know I don't drop by as much as I ought. I ain't got an excuse. We had some good times, Brody. I remember Doug coming over, remarking on your coat. Said you didn't need no training. He'd put you with his bird dogs and you'd figure out what to do. Well, he was right. You came waddling over out of that lake, duck in your mouth, proud as everything. You wouldn't give that duck up. But you got the hang of it. Doug and I, we had a falling out. Haven't spoken to him since. Well, he passed, so no point reminiscing, I guess.
I sa Dagom se posvađam. Mislim, ako dovoljno dugo živiš, vajda, gle, posvađat ćeš se s nekim ljudima. Listen to the wind. Idemo pet the grave, ipak, a?
Good boy. Good boy. You want to know something, Brody? I always believe dogs go to heaven, because all dogs is fundamentally good. Even the mean ones, they're good too. They're just, hurt or starving or, sick or scared. So, I know where you are. And I know Sadie's probably with you right now. I done wrong, Brody. I done a lot of wrong. And I don't know if I can make up for it. I want to tell you I'll see you soon, but the truth is I do not know. I don't know if I was good enough for you. Or her. I don't know if I did my best. So, This may be goodbye. I love you. And I miss you all the same.
Zanimljiv je ovo lik. On osjeća toliko grižnju savjesti što je radio to što je radio kroz život. Ali kad razmislite malo, on nije ubojica. Ne on direktno. Ali vezan je za umorstvo. Znaš, i to mafijaška. Pomagao je lošim ljudima. Wow, vidi ovo. Ok. Steak cooks. Get the shotgun from the cellar. Cook a meal. Znači, ipak će biti možda nešto borbe. Jer šta će meni shotgun, a? Ovo? Aha. Baš mi je bilo malo čudno, ovo ne djeluje kao shotgun, a gledam, to je jedino što liči. Aha, vidiš ovdje da je bila. Ok. Place the shotgun at the dining table. Setting. Cook a meal. Ovo je zanimljivo. Kao posljednja večera. What? Sam smotan. Pa kako da je stavim? Ovako, ok. Nema unutra metaka još, ali zanimljivo. Ajmo skuhati jedan obrok. Čekaj, di mi je kuhinja ono ovdje? Yes. Ajmo ovako. Knife. Čekaj, ali trebam stvarno sad raditi po steak, chop, cook, stock. Napravit ćemo steak. Da. Put it all in the pot. Di je pan? Evo ga pan. Start the kitchen timer. Znači, jel trebamo sve napraviti ili samo šta god mi padne na pamet? Ok, otvaramo frižider ako mogu. Uzimamo. Ja da neću znati to. Ja ovo sve znam bez problema. Gledao. Cap. Igro sam toliko jeftinih horora, u svakom moraš pripremati hranu. Svaki u nekom fast foodu. Potato microwave. Ovo je anjen. Točno znam ja šta je potato. Nemojte mi se smijati. Di je potato? Evo ga. Di je microwave? A evo ga. Stvarno ide potato odmah direktno ovako. Ok. Wow. Peas. Wow, uzeo sam ga u ruku. Ja pojma nemam što radim, ljudi. Pojma nemam što radim. Wow, ja sam katastrofa. Ovo je najgora posljednja večera ikada. Wow, pa mi je na podej. Čekaj, šta hoćete od ovoga da napravim? Mislim, to što ide ovdje, jel? Ok, ajmo jednostavno sve ubaciti. Čekaj. Znači, radiš curry sa steakom. Chop and cook. Wow, kako sam ja ovo uprsko, Trebao sam, znaš šta, jel bitno? Baš me zanima jel bitno. Znači imamo carrot, ajmo chop vidjeti kako funkcionira. Znači ja bi teoretski, a šta, kako ću ga? Pa na podu sam to na kraju napravio, kako glupo, Malo je nezgrapna igra, malo je teško upravljati sa svime. Ajmo uzeti još jednu mrkvicu, samo probati kako treba. Vidiš ovo, čim se približim... A, nemoj padat, di mi je nož? Spoda ga uzmem. I ovako, ok, ajmo još dodati malo mrkvice. Uzet ćemo anjen isto, zašto ne? Ajmo ga roknuti ovdje ovako. Ne idemo još to kukat, nisam gotov. Znači, ako odem na timer, sad sam ga tek skužio, tu je timer, onda krene kuhanje. Što god ti napraviš, vjerojatno će biti dobro. Wow, to je bilo glasno. Ok, stavio sam unutra malo mrkvice, malo luka, malo graška. Sve sam lijepo tako napravio kako treba, malo bakterija spoda, steak je unutra, sve zajedno. Šta je ovo? Bag, tako ćemo staviti u microwave. Samo ćemo ga malo odložiti ovdje prvo. Znači ćemo uzeti to. To ide na ovo. I to ćemo narezati također. Gdje mi je nož spoda? Evo ga. Nož spoda je uvijek dobar. To vam razvije malo imunitet. Rezati sa nožem spoda. Budete jači od toga, razumijete? Recite da sam ja to tako preporučio. Ok, to se vrti. Place the meal at the dining. Šta misliš da sam gotov? Šta misliš da je to? Misliš da je to? Ok, ajmo skuhat, ajmo cook dinner. Nemam pojma, valjda se ovo je. Meni je žao što ste vi ovo morali gledati. Aha. Da ga bacim ovako. Aha, dining room table, sam ja isto čudak. Pa sve jasno, trebam ga ovdje staviti. Jel imam neki place? Imam, ja. Kad treba fino place stvari, onda se pojavi place opcija. Uzet ću i burrito, nek se nađe. Je mogu? Ne mogu. Onda ću ga baciti ovdje na stol. Nek služi kao podsjetnik da sam napravio ogromnu večeru za troje. Sit down, idemo. Nije uopće za troje, jedva da je za mene. I iskreno, prije nego me ovaj lik upuca, mislim da ću se sam otrovat od vlastite večere. Rezultat će biti isti. Pojeo sam ja to kao. Što je ovako zoomirano sve? Osjećam se kod dijete malo, ne kuži. Što se to čuje tako? Neko ušao? Wow, lik je samo uletio i to obavio, ej. Adios, friendo. Complete the story. To je, dobiješ taj achievement. I to ti je to, ej. Sat vremena igra traje. I gotovo. Ej, znaš šta? Sviđa mi se. Drago mi da sam ovo odigrao, ej. Kraj malo, znaš, završi kako završi. Ovo sa večerom je malo smotano čak. Ali jako mi se sviđa baš to. Narativni dizajn. Doc Burford. Dobar posao. Također art direction, jednostavna je grafika, vizuali i sve to, ali dovoljno učinkoviti, dovoljno efikasni, da nikad ne razmišljaš o tome. To je to je jedini problem koji trebaš prevazići po meni. Ako imaš dobar narativni dizajn, art treba samo ne biti problem. Ovdje nije bio. Vidi ga, character artist Filip Ugrin, ne zvuči kao naš lik neki. Okay. Vidite, puno ljudi radilo novoj igri koja traje svega sat vremena, ali vidite, puno ljudi. Posebno mi se dojmio ona jedna scena, a ne mogu sad sjetiti točno šta se događa, ali prvo o hobijima i onda kad je razmišljao o životu, a to je zapravo cijela igra. Mislim, jako zrela igra, odrasla igra, muška donekle također, onako staro muški, znaš, staro, klasično razmišljanje. Ali otvoreno, zrelo, znaš, gdje se muškarci ne libe pričati o ljubavi, o tome da rat ne valja i da želiš neke stvari promijeniti, o tome da si postao vjernik odjedanput, o tome da se osjećaš slabo i ranjivo i želiš neke stvari promijeniti, o stavovima, o čvrstim muškim stavovima, kažeš ne, makar to znači da ćeš me ubiti večeras, ne odustajemo od ove ideje. Ludo, jako mi se sviđa Adios uglavnom, doduše jedna je od onih koje ćeš zaboraviti. Postoji jedna igra zvana Virginia, slična ovome, vjerujem da je više od 10 godina prošlo, od kako sam je snimao. Ne mogu reći da se sjećam svega što se događa u toj igri, niti kraja, niti baš početka, sjećam se nekih FBI agenata i nečega, a znam da je priča bila slična ovome, ne tako deprimirajuća i dramatična, ali slična izvedba, slično sve. I dan danas je se sjećam. Adios bi mogao imati isti učinak. Možda ga se za 10 godina također sjetim, ko će ga znati. U svom slučaju, hvala što ste vi bili tu, pogledali ovo sa mnom, uživali u ovome. I da, rekao sam pogledali, jer ovo je više nešto što gledaš nego nešto što igraš. Nema puno gameplay elemenata, ali treba i takvim igrama dati priliku i šansu nekad. I mislim da stvore zanimljiv video na kraju krajeva. To je to. Hvala na gledanju, lajkajte, priplatite se. Ako znate još neku ovakvu igru koju sam također fulao snimiti na HCL.hu ili nešto, a mogao bi sad, predložite. Zašto ne? Eto, sad na ovom kanalu sve se to može ostvariti. Hvala na gledanju, vidimo se.